It is very hard to write for a string quartet. It's very challenging. It's for equal instruments because a cello is a bass violin, so to say, or a violin is just a soprano cello, so to say. So we are exactly the same instrument, and therefore the composers have to focus mostly on language, on rhetorics, on structure, on architecture, and therefore their skills are really exposed when they write for string quartet.
Welkom bij Vlak voor de Gong, een podcast waarin ik vlak voor een concert een van de muzikanten hier in muziekcentrum De Bijlokke wegpluk om het een kwartiertje te hebben over een pre-concertrituelen. Luister je graag naar de podcast? Laat dan een review achter en deel je liefde met al je vrienden, kennissen en collega's. Zaterdag 17 februari zat ik tegenover Cibrán Sierrá, violist en oprichter van Cuarteto Quiroga. Het kwartet, dat in 2023 zijn 20e verjaardag vierde, kwam naar onze Concertzaal om samen met special guest Clemens Hagen het prachtige strijkquintet van Schubert te brengen. Je zal merken dat de aflevering iets korter is dan gewoonlijk, want de muzikanten wilden graag nog een extra repetitie inlassen voor de start van het concert. En dat is altijd belangrijker dan een podcast. Gelukkig heb ik al mijn vragen kunnen stellen over het belang van strijkkwartetten, over zijn pre-concertrituelen en of hij eigenlijk al zenuwen had. Welkom bij Vlak voor de Gong. Hi, Cibrán.
Hello.
Hey, welkom in muziekcentrum De Bijlokke.
Thank you very much.
Is this your first visit to Ghent?
To Ghent, not privately. I've been here visiting this incredibly beautiful city, but as a player and with my quartet, it is the first time.
The very first time. Okay. Yes. And how are you liking the hall?
Enjoying so much. What a beautiful place and fantastic acoustics and really special, unique restoration of this whole complex is really fantastic, fascinating.
You had you arrived here a day earlier to have rehearsal with Clemens Hagen.
Yes.
How did it feel to be all alone in the big hall by yourself?
It's always a very strange feeling because you feel something is missing always, no? Which is of course the audience, no? In such a big, we're used to rehearse in smaller places where we are alone, so to say, and when you go to the concert hall, you expect the audience to be there. So when of course there's this general rehearsal feeling, it's always really exciting because you feel that that something is about to happen because you can see that something is about to happen because all the seats are empty, so you're just looking forward for the moment when they are full with people and you can finally share the music with the audience. Mm-hmm.
You've been playing together for almost 20 years? Over 20 years?
Over 20 years.
You celebrated 20 years
we
last year?
celebrated last year 20 years, so this is our anniversary season, so to say.
Yeah. What attracts you to the chamber music repertoire?
Well, string quartet repertoire most specifically is probably one of the greatest collections of music ever written. It's a genre that was cultivated by the greatest composers and cultivated in a very special way. For them, it was not just another composition. They always poured in the string quartet the very best of their knowledge because it is very hard to write for a string quartet. It's very challenging. You don't have different instruments to different timbre, winds or piano or different colors that you can actually hide as a composer. It's for equal instruments because the cello is a bass violin, so to say, or a violin is just a soprano cello, so to say. So we are exactly the same instrument, and therefore the composers have to focus mostly on language, on rhetorics, on structure, on architecture, and therefore their skills are really exposed when they write for string quartet.
Basically 4 soloists playing together.
For us, all voices in the string quartet are equally important. Mm-hmm. They all have different roles all the time, and the leadership is very much taking turns all the time. And it is a very challenging genre for the players because all the voices have to be very well taken care of and really they're very demanding at all times. Mm-hmm. And it's very challenging for the composer because what we said, how naked the composer is when composing string quartet and how important it is that he has a known voice, that he has a known concept and that he actually masters the skills of language and composition.
You arrived here in Ghent yesterday.
Yes.
You've been a private visitor of our beautiful city.
Yes.
Do you have the time to visit the city?
Well, I took a small little walk today, little, because we had rehearsal also in the morning. It depends on, in this case, because we're playing with an external musician, so to say, even though Clemens feels like someone from the family. It is you need to spend some time rehearsing in the place because so this time there was less time, as if it was strictly our own repertoire of quartet, which we've been playing and rehearsing. So we would not need to come here and spend so much time rehearsing.
There's a solid base.
And I mean, anyway, there's a very solid base in the sense that Clemens has played this Schubert quintet, I don't know, hundreds of times throughout his life, and we have played it already dozens of times. So we know the piece well, but of course we had to get together and spend a little bit of time. But we know each other well, and we've our background. We studied with the second violin of the Hagen quartet, and we've played a lot with Veronica Hagen, and we have a lot of contact with the Hagen quartet and with them. So somehow we speak the same language in a way. So it goes very fast, and it's really like just having one extra member of the quartet.
An extra member of the family.
Yes. Yes, like a distant cousin you don't see that often, but you're very happy to see. And
to see at the family gathering.
And a very admired one, because we've always admired Clemens playing. So I mean, it's just for us, it's a gift, it's a treasure, it's an honor to be able to play with such an amazing and generous and incredibly skilled and full of imagination. I mean, it's just he's incredible.
After 20 years of playing together, you still have stress?
You always have, there's an excitement to go on stage. There's a responsibility. You want to do things well. You've prepared so much. This means a lot to us. Our quartet is our life. And of course, you care about the music so much. You've devoted so many hours to research, to investigate, to think, to craft every little detail of the score, of the interpretation. So of course there is a certain nervosity, because you want to do right by yourself, right by the audience, right by the composer, right by the whole experience. So there's a certain element of tension before every concert, but there's also the feeling of huge joy. I mean, the privilege of being able to, oh my God, I'm going to go out in this beautiful hall, play for an amazing audience, this incredible collection of music, this incredible Schubert with the most amazing partner we could dream of. So I mean, it is also a feeling of we're going to celebrate as well.
You've been traveling with the quartet for over 20 years, playing together. In those moments right before a concert, do you seek to be alone, or do you stay in group?
Both. I mean, there must be a time for yourself to really just go inside of your thoughts, make your technical routines with your instrument that you need to feel well. But there also must be this moment where we go, like now, we're gonna go on stage and just play the beginnings of the piece. So really to really feel the whole before the moment, So there must be time for both things. I think it's important.
What's the very last thing you think about before going on stage?
We hug each other every time. We've been doing this for 20 years. Before every concert, we hug each other. And this is very important for us because it gives us the right energy. We are a team, and we need to support each other. And we think about, let's celebrate. We are very, very privileged to play this amazing music, to play with each other, to have these wonderful players next to us. So we remind this hug is a way to remind ourselves that this is a celebration, that this is a joy, that this should be an act of communication, and that this should be just celebrating life. So.
If I take a look at the calendar, I'm noticing a rather full agenda with a lot of concerts, some concerts in Germany, in Italy, and mostly Spain. And in April, you're playing the world premiere of a new commissioned work Could you tell me something more about that?
Yes, we're starting this year of our 20th anniversary, commissioning pieces to composers. This year we are actually premiering 5 pieces, but we are also putting an emphasis to female composers. We cannot change that much the past, but we can do something for the present and for the future. So we're trying to stimulate their wonderful composers. So this particular one that you're talking about, that we will premiere in Barcelona together with it's a commission of ours plus the Palau, the magical hall of the Palau, Barcelona. It's a piece by Raquel García Tomás, which is one of the most right now the composers that are most valued right now in the Spanish scene. She's incredible. She's very young. She has wonderful ideas. She has a very atmospheric touch for music and for finding wonderful sounds. So we were very much looking forward to work with her. And we're very happy that this will become a reality, and we will try to bring it. Of course, we will bring this piece to Germany afterwards, to Finland in the summer. So we will keep doing it. But yes, our relationship with contemporary music is very active, and we've done pieces by Jörg Widmann this year, Jonathan Dove, Konstantia Gurtzi, Greek German composer, and now Raquel García Tomás. We will do a piece by Lotta Venakovsky in Finland. So we are very, very committed to it and looking forward to help with our work
to expand the
repertoire.
Yeah. Then I have one final question.
Yes.
You have to leave. You have a lot of concerts in the next coming month. But if you had to choose one concert from our calendar, we'll give you 5 tickets maybe for the quartet and for Clemens. Which concert would you pick from our calendar? Let me give you the brochure.
Okay. Ooh, I didn't have the chance.
I already.
I didn't have the chance.
The page at the chamber music concert.
So good. I don't know. You have so many things. Oh, Julien. I'm looking at Julien. I love Julien singing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I could find other wonderful opportunities. But Julien Pregardien we met him years ago in Heidelberg. We did some Schubert songs with him, and he's an amazing singer, an amazing musician. So don't miss that.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Concert and with
big pleasure. I'm very, very happy to be here. We're very honored to be here and looking forward to play for your audience. And thank you for your time.
Aan het volume en de duur van het applaus achteraf was duidelijk te merken dat de avond een voltreffer was. Nogmaals bedankt aan mijn gast Cibrán Sierrá en op nog minstens 20 jaar Cuarteto Quiroga. Ben je benieuwd wie er nog allemaal langskomt in Muziekcentrum De Bijlokke? Check dan zeker onze website www.bijlokke.be voor de volledige concertkalender. De muziek die je vandaag hoorde was het strijkquintet in Do groot van Franz Schubert, uitgevoerd door het Cuarteto Quiroga en Clemens Hagen. Dit was Vlak voor de Gong, een podcast van Muziekcentrum De Bijlokke. Bedankt om te luisteren en tot de volgende keer.